What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Walk and Talk, episode number 7. Today, I'm in the area of Eaton Canyon, not too far from where I'm from, where I live. About almost a year. Next month will be a 1-year anniversary that this area, went under crazy times. The wildfires in LA. Okay, this is not too far from where I live. Just up the hill, actually. Eaton Canyon. January 7th, 2025. Craziness started here. The wildfires, a lot of people lost their homes. A lot of people were displaced. It's a crazy day, guys. That's where I'm walking today. But what are we talking about today? We're talking about my slot playing experience, what I learned from that disastrous session that I posted yesterday, and my changes with gambling, how I approach slot machines. By the way, stick around. At the end of this video, I'm gonna post a video that I made about 7-8 months ago, where I actually took a camera out and I was kind of reviewing an older camera, and I actually went around 8 months ago and I photographed a lot of the devastation here in Altadena, California. I'll post that video for you guys to check it out. I took an old camera out. I was taking pictures of the devastation and stuff. So if you want, you can watch that. I'll post it at the end. Wow. What a difference time makes, huh? Almost a year. Craziness happened here, guys. Just puts things in perspective. Our gambling woes that we go through, nothing in the comparison to what these people went through. Losing homes, rebuilding. In that video, it's interesting when you go and you look back, that when I made that video, right? I started my weight loss fitness journey 3 months ago, but you can pretty much tell I lost some weight. I lost some weight, and I'm a little heavier there. I'm sitting there in the beginning of that video talking. You can tell that I was a lot heavier. Here, check this out, guys. This was someone's home. It's still 11 months later, like this. They haven't rebuilt anything. It's just sad situation. So I thought I would share this. Look, a burned out basketball court. This was someone's home. So, yeah, you could tell I'm a lot heavier, but I thought I'd share that video just to put things into perspective. The things that we complain about, the things that we go through, the slot machine losses, the gambling, all that can be fixed, guys. All that can be put in order. But what these people went through, it's tough to rebound from something like this. So I thought it'd be fitting for me to come here and show you guys these people's lives have been destroyed totally with the wildfires. Just look at this. Just look at this. Somebody's, playground here, totally burned out. There was a house here at one time. Look, the fence is still up, but there's no house. Look at this. Altadena, not for sale. So I don't know what they're planning on doing here, but whatever it is, it's just crazy. Now, that's sad to see this. It's sad to see this thing right here. Somebody's playground Look at this. But there's no house. There's a gate, white picket fence. 11 months in, and some people haven't rebuilt yet. So, like I said, I don't live too far from here, guys. So, why am I showing you this? Because people go through stuff in their lives. You know, gambling can be devastating. Gambling can be an eye-opening thing. Can ruin people's lives. So can other things. So, you know, what I went through last week, where I made that rant video about gambling and slots. You know, if you don't know my story, I was a high roller, right? Lost a lot of money, and now cut down a lot. We're in the hills, guys, so there's going to be a lot of ups and downs, walking, breathing hard, so excuse me. But I went to a lot of changes in my gambling. But what I went through in that slot session yesterday, when I rewatched the video, I made a lot of mistakes in that gambling video, in that slot Dragon Link session, Panda Magic. Look at this, guys. This was an elementary school. This reminds me of like something out of like The Last of Us, like where it's just not closed down, fenced off. You see the brush growing. It's crazy. Let me zoom in here. Hold on. Look at that. Elementary school. Closed off, brush growing, nobody's caring about it. It's just sad. So when I recorded that video, when I lost $500, yeah, I kind of redeemed myself with the blackjack hand, desperate blackjack hand, right? But you know, I saw slivers of my old self. I saw slivers of my old self coming out. Tilt. You know? Being on tilt, watching other people hitting these things, getting angry. Just look at this neighborhood, guys. So devastated. The brush, green. This was once a thriving school. Look at this fire truck right here. I don't know why they put this thing here, maybe. Looks like it's been here for a while. Somebody's fire truck. But I saw slivers of my old self, and I didn't like what I was seeing. Getting on tilt, betting bigger, putting in more money. I don't know what happened there. I could have walked away with some even. You know, you saw the session. When I watched that video back, right? When I watched the video back, I made a lot of mistakes, and that was because I was on tilt, because I messed up. You know, I let the gambling kick in, and this happens all the time. You let the gambling kick in, and what happens? You lose control, and it happens to the best of us, even me. I adjusted my play, and I'm thinking this was a home. It's all cleared out now, but I adjusted my play, but still, it still got to me. It still kicked in. It's so powerful that an ex-gambler can fall for it, and I messed up. So after that session, look, these are all homes that they're all ravaged. There's no homes here. It's all fenced off, blocked off. It all says private property, keep out. Look at this. It's just a plot. It's just a plot here, guys. That's crazy. There's a swimming pool right there. This used to be a house. This used to be someone's house. Swimming pool right there. No house. That's crazy. That's the school in the backdrop there. Even with me, I realized a lot in that video. where I need to adjust a lot of things that I do. I was blaming the casino, maybe blaming this, blaming that, and really I was pointing my anger at the wrong place, at the wrong thing. No trespassing. Look at that. Class of 2017. This is sad, guys. This used to be a school, and now it feels like I'm in this zombie apocalypse movie here up in Altadena, California, where it's all blocked off, closed off. It's just sad. This used to be a nice, thriving school here. So I realized that I was kind of pointing my anger toward the wrong thing. You know, yeah, people were winning around me, and I was getting angry by that instead of being happy, you know. No, the gambling kicked in. And I said some things in that video that when I rewatched it, I was like, what the heck, man? We're only human, I guess, you know? And I don't claim to know everything, and I don't claim to be expert. Look at this, guys. Steps to a house. And this is devastating to just witness, guys. I'm sorry. But steps to a house, no house. Beautiful steps, too. Probably a beautiful house. So I'm going to make some changes. Those changes include maybe going to another casino. You know that. I'm on my revenge tour. Slot machine free play revenge tour. Redemption tour, I want to call it. Look at this, guys. Driveway. Beautiful driveway. Those same steps, but no house. This is nuts. Let's walk down the hill, guys, because this is getting really steep. So I'm on my revenge tour right now. Redemption tour. So far, it's kind of working out. I like it. But more importantly, I'm approaching slots a different way now. A very different way. I actually went, without recording, 2 days at my local casino. Actually, that $125 win that I had with free play, something happened to me. I'll share the story in a minute, where I continued to play, but not with that money. I went home with that money. Look at this, guys. What a contrast, right? In the backdrop, we have the school that's closed down, gated off, but then we have a nice flower here, still growing. See, life goes on. This is like life goes on right here, guys. The flowers will still grow. The skies will still be blue. There's always a sunrise, no matter what you go through. A lot of people go through a lot of stuff, you know, but there's always another day to redeem yourself, to learn, to better yourself. Look at those butterflies and stuff. Class of 2021. Like, this is sad, man. I'm pretty sure this school was closed down because of the fires. I could be wrong, but it looks like. See, there's people demolishing right there. Be rebuilding. There's a tractor up there. It's all about rebuilding, guys. It's about learning. It's about bettering yourself as a human being. I wasn't gonna let that slot session get to me, because it's no big deal in the bigger picture of things. What hurt was the behavior. I got out of control. You know, after $200, I shouldn't have put money in. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I posted the video yesterday where I said lesson learned. I'll put the link in the description for you guys. Yeah. but yeah, I mean, I let things get to me. I played it wrong. I was on tilt, full tilt. I let people around me get to me, the wins. I took it out on them. I actually cursed too. I was just so upset. So uncharacteristic of me, guys. So uncharacteristic of me. I'm not really like that, but ex-gambler, come on. I noticed that those things coming back, and I got scared. It scared the hell out of me. I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to go back to that lifestyle again, where I was chasing, going back, sitting on that slot machine, trying to get revenge. No, I left that day. I luckily hit that blackjack hand. I left. I didn't want to play anymore, guys. It's so funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it's crazy actually that these homes were all destroyed up here on this side, but these homes were untouched. Oh, actually, right here, you see. Actually, you know what? I think this house was rebuilt. This house was rebuilt, I think, because it looks new. United Technology Construction, it says. I'm not sure if this house was rebuilt, but they're doing something here. Yep. People's lives were destroyed here, guys. It's hard to come back from something like this. A lot of people didn't even have insurance. I don't even know what the city's doing to help these people out. Are they taking their sweet ass time? I don't know, man. A lot could have been done. But this place on January 7th, especially at night, I was evacuated too. I'm like a couple miles down the road. They evacuated my street. I had to go to my dad's house. It was crazy. It was like a war zone here, guys. It was crazy. I never seen anything like it, where people couldn't help you if you needed help. It was like they evacuated us. We didn't know where to go. It was devastating. Watch the video at the end. I posted a lot of devastation. Took pictures. Why am I posting that video? So you guys get a better picture out of this, because, a better picture of what actually went on here. But the reason why I'm walking here today is because these people displaced, the ultimate bad thing happened to them, but they have to move on. They have to learn, not learn, but they have to move on. I used the wrong word, not learn. It's not their fault. But gambling, you can learn. They have to move on. The sun rises at the end, right? So what happens is that I learned a few things that night. Okay? So on my revenge tour, my redemption free play tour, I won the $125. You saw that Dragon League video, where I decided to go home after that. I went to the cage, got my $125. What happens? I go, and before you leave the casino, guys, always swipe at the kiosk, because there's certain things that you don't see that they might offer you that is not on the app or in the mailers. They surprise you with stuff, Look, this used to be a house. The walkway, probably a beautiful home, but no home. It's just crazy, guys. So, after that free play that I won, I swiped my card in the kiosk, and I see that I have a $50 cash gift. They never done that. I said, what cash gift? What's this? I printed it out. I took it to the second floor where you get your gifts. They gave me $50, a ticket. I go, damn. I mean, I'm keeping the 125. I'm saying what I'm doing. It's part of it is true because I'm taking that home, but I didn't go right home. I took the $50 and I wanted to try something. I tried not playing with my card again. This is what I did, guys, and I want to share this with you. With that $50, I went and cashed it. Then, two 20s and a 10. Mind you, this is not big bucks, man. This is just whatever, right? Excuse me. I cashed it, okay? I wanted to try an experiment, not put my card in the machine. So what I did was put my first $20, didn't use my card. Guess what? I lasted longer. Yeah. I spaced out my spins. I would spin, wait a little bit, like not a little bit, like maybe 2 seconds, and I spent again. I waited for all the, if I got a little line hit, I would wait for the credits to update on the machine, and I spin again without the card. I'm not saying this is true. I'm not saying how true this is. I don't know, but I lasted longer without the card. That's the point. I got bonuses. They were small. I played the original Mo Mummy, put $20 in, made it to, build it up to 35, cashed out. Went to another Mo Mum machine, put that 35 ticket in, made 10 more dollars, cashed out. So on and so forth. I tried that with 6-7 different same game machines. And I made another $100 doing that. No card, minimum bets. I was having fun. All right, I was having a good time, and things were working out, no card. So I ended up that day, staying there for, I'm telling you, 3 hours, playing minimum bets, up, down, with that $50 that I got for free. I don't know why they gave it to me. I don't know. Again, another house with the gate. This used to be the front of this house, but no house. It's fenced off. There's Eaton Canyon. Canyons in the front of us. This used to be a house right here, guys. So my point is, I played without a card. Then I went another day and did the same thing. Very small bets. No card, lasted, got bonuses. Okay, I played Flaming Hot Pots, the Lantern Edition with the 3 balloons. I kind of like that game. But I was playing 88 cents minimum. Wow, this is downhill. Hopefully I can make it up. I played, man, it feels deserted here for some reason. Oh, look at this, guys. Look at this. I haven't been up here, I don't think. Look at this. This part reminds me of Duel. Remember Duel? Steven Spielberg's first movie, where that semi-truck is following that poor soul, that red car. This part reminds me of that, the road. So I'm playing Lantern, 88 cent bet, nothing crazy, right? And I'm kind of liking this game, I'm kind of liking it. And I'm not worried about the bet. It's minimum bet, no card at all. Okay, I didn't get rated for the play, but I was hitting some bonuses. Well, $30, $40, then $80. I made $80. Then I decided I'm gonna go ahead and play 5-cent denom. 167 a spin. I'm not too sure, something like that, right? And I get the lanterns, 3 balloons, and this was the longest bonus I've ever gotten in my life playing a slot machine. This bonus lasted. Nice flowers. This bonus lasted forever. It wouldn't stop. I would keep getting the dumplings or whatever. It just lasted and lasted and lasted. It was a lantern bonus. I got the double feature. I ended up making $287. I didn't record it, guys. I just wanted to just experiment with no card, right, at this point. Hopefully you're following the story, okay? And I made another $300 before you know it. I made another $300. All right, so here, this is like restricted area. Eaton Canyon National Area and Trails. See, it's locked up, chained up. Is this Area 51 or something? Secure closed gates upon exiting. Trail facility hours. Oh, it's a hiking trail, I guess. Hopefully we don't come across a mountain lion or something. Can you imagine? Just reminding myself of that crap. I've seen these in the videos all the time. People running away. So, yeah, so I made the lantern. After that, I went and ate. Left there with another $300 up. It was awesome, guys. It was awesome. Playing minimum bets, maybe 2x. 5-cent dinar minimum bets, and I actually made some money. So it was great. I liked it. Different way of approaching slots. See, I wanted to try different things. I wasn't going for no $5 spins. I wasn't going for no $10 spins like I was in that video yesterday, trying to hit a home run, you know. Look at that. Nice music, brother. Sounds like Van Halen. But I wasn't trying to hit a home run. I was just playing minimum spins. Look at this, guys. That's awesome. Is that Van Halen? Look, someone's driveway. Welcome to the Collins. This is the Collins residence. Look, no house. You got the barbecuer there. The land is just empty. This house burned down. That one didn't. This house burned down. Beautiful property up here. So, and they're all over me are burned homes. Like another one over there, another one. I mean, they cleared out all the burns, all the debris is gone. But you see that they're just empty plots now, empty lands here. But you'll see watch the end of the video where I go out and take my camera, like I said. I made that video 8 months ago, so the debris wasn't cleared on the stuff that I shot with my camera. But see this house right here? This house, that house, all burned down, and they're just empty plots now. But here, this house is up. So it's crazy. You know, it's crazy what the people went through here. So you'll see the video. Watch the video at the end. They clean out the debris, like I said. So the point I'm trying to make is, guys, yeah, I was upset. Yeah, I played it wrong. Yeah, but I adjusted. I watched that video. I'm glad I recorded it because that video showed me that you can adjust, that you can do things a little different. Man, I think I'm gonna get lost. I don't even know where I parked. I'm not familiar with this area. I'm gonna go try to find my car and go from there, because I do not know where I parked. I think I went up here. You see what I'm trying to say, guys? Look at another beautiful property that burned down. What's that guy doing? He's taking something. Huh. So, yeah. I'm glad I recorded that session because it taught me a lot. It taught me what to do, what not to do, what I was doing wrong. And I'm glad, because it's not what you bet, guys. A minimum bet. I was having fun with these 2 sessions I did afterwards. I was having fun with the bonuses, the lantern game. I was having fun. The fun was back. I wasn't there making money. I was there to have fun. The entertainment that I keep talking about was back. And I enjoyed it. And I loved it. That Dragon Link session that I posted, that's not fun. That wasn't fun. That was gambling. Where the heck did I park, guys? I'm trying to find my car. Probably over here. Okay, there it is. That gambling session that I posted, that wasn't fun. That was gambling. That wasn't going there for a good time. Sure, I was having a good time before that. See, in the beginning, I was in a good mood. But after that, it quickly went downhill because of the results I was getting. I didn't like them. The point I'm trying to make is you can adjust your gameplay, your mindset. This can be done. You know, this can be done. And it's totally normal to feel like, Yeah, I'm done with gambling. I'm pissed off. I was mad. I made a rant video cursing the casino, cursing the place. I'm done with my local. And then you guys shared with your story about your local and how it's the same thing. Now, will I play at a different casino? Maybe. Sure. But my approach is different now. My approach is going to be different because it has to be, guys. I don't want to go back to that high roller that I was, losing thousands. Yeah, I might have won something sometimes because the bigger you play, maybe there's a chance at it. But trust me, guys, the majority of the time people play high rolling, they lose. So, am I ready to take that risk again? No, I don't want to be there again, guys. I do not want to go through that again, where I go home feeling like crap, thinking, what did I just do? Losing thousands that I could have had, right? Look at this house. And I don't think this has been burnt or rebuilt. This was saved. Awesome. I didn't want to go home feeling that way again. Luckily, I hit that blackjack hand that kind of made me not have those thoughts a little bit. I was still angry, but still, I didn't want to be that guy, man, again. I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't feel these things for a long time. And then all of a sudden, I was having slivers of my old self. Cussing, getting pissed off, mad at other people hitting bonuses. I should be congratulating them, not mad. Yeah, I made that video 2 days ago about 10 things that piss losing gamblers off. It's true, it pisses them off, but it shouldn't be the case because we should congratulate them. Yeah, I over-exaggerated in that video. I kind of made it look, funny and entertaining. But it's true, losing slot players, they lash out. At winners, what street is that? Crescent? I'm going up there for my car, so they lash out. It's so true, guys. Everything I say is so true. Look at these properties here. These properties have been spared. Beautiful. Yeah, I felt my old self coming back. Yeah, there's not a lot of money involved, but when I hit that $200, when I was probably up 60 cents, and then I hit $1 denom, I think I was up more, like $30, I think, but I didn't leave. That wasn't content for me. I wasn't happy. I wasn't there for $20. Look at this house. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Altadena Hills. This house was spared. Look at this house across the street. Beautiful homes up here. Eaton Canyon area. Beautiful homes. Can you imagine what these people were feeling? Losing a house like this? History, tradition. You can't rebuild something like this. The oldness of it, it creates the specialness of this house. It's special, guys. New homes, they look great, but they're not going to create that vibe and that feeling you get of like the older architecture. So yeah, a lot of mistakes. I could have cashed out. Yeah, it was a packed floor. Yeah, it was a Saturday, I believe. I couldn't find a machine. I was fixed on playing Dragon Link that day. I was fixed on 3 to 5 spin method. Didn't work out, Method? Come on, give me a break. Didn't work out, guys. You saw how many denoms I was switching out. Didn't work out. I was just getting unlucky. My machine was tight. I was playing with my player's card. Whatever. I don't know what the case is. I just wasn't hitting anything. So the reason why I want to tell you this story is because a lot of you guys say, hey, did you leave after 125? Did you leave? I think one person even saw me playing. I didn't play the 125, but I got the $50 and I played with that. I wanted to experiment. I experimented with the no players card, and surprisingly enough, and I'm not sure because I have to experiment more with this, the 3 sessions that I had without the players card, I was lasting longer. I would get bonuses. Yes, I wasn't playing big, but something would happen. It would trigger bonuses all of a sudden. All of a sudden, I was getting things that pleased me, and I was lasting. Not because I was not making money or I was making money. It has nothing to do with what I'm saying. It's that the fact that I was lasting and I was having fun and I was seeing bonuses without my player's card. Now again, I don't want to jump the gun here and tell you, hey, don't play with player's card. You know the downfalls of not playing with player's card. Okay? Should I mention some? Perks, comps, no record of you losing, no record of you playing, taxes. But if you're betting small, I don't think you have to worry about a hand pay, guys. You're just there for entertainment. The best thing that could happen to you from a financial standpoint is you hit $1,000. And that's what you have to worry about when you hit $1,000. But at that point, who cares? You hit $1,000, celebrate, right? At that point, who gives a crap? Just avoid the $1,000 if you're worried about the taxes, I guess. But yeah, yeah, I want the $1,000, so what? Let the $1,000 come. I don't mind it. So yeah, this was a house. Like I said, all the debris is gone, but the plots still remain. Look, the concrete to the door. The door was right there. It's crazy to see this, isn't it? There's guys working in the backdrop there. There's another home that was destroyed. Just that land remains. There's no home here anymore. But the house in the back is still there. 11 months in, guys. 11 months in. So, yeah. So, I brought back the fun in these 3 sessions, guys. Now, I'm going to go back again when I have my next round of free plays. Gonna record this time. Try this little strategy that I have. This little new way. I don't want to call it strategy, but this new way of kind of looking at slots, and I'm going to record it, and I want to document it and see if it's real, like see if I'm still getting the same results that I did before that. Here's another front of a house that used to be and is not anymore, and I'm gonna try that. My next round of free play redemption tour. So anyway, let this thing that I'm showing you guys here, this tragedy, put things into perspective for you guys, okay? Gambling sucks. I know you're probably, if you lose a lot of money, some of you guys are probably mad. Some of you guys are probably depressed. What about these guys? How they feel? So there's worse things in life, you see. We can rebuild from gambling. We can rebuild. I rebuilt myself as well. And I'm kind of liking where I'm going in this direction that I'm going with this, you know. Which way should I go? How long have we been walking here? 40-minute video. I'm probably going to cut it short a little bit so I can play that video in its entirety for you guys when I came up here 8 months ago and did the photography. Let's walk back to the car and then I'll play you that video. So yeah, you can change. I can change. I like I said, I have a new approach. That slot session, I'm actually glad it happened. Again, it didn't cost me anything. Nerves, mad. I was mad at my local casino, and it kind of opened my eye and it reminded me, hey, don't go back there, V. Don't go back there to your old self again. You know, with being on tilt, being angry. It's just a machine, man. Don't let that affect your life. Now I can imagine, you know, multiplying that by 20 times when you're losing thousands of dollars. You know, I know how that feels. I know exactly how that feels. That's why it's called gambling. We choose to do it because we like it. We choose to do it because we think it's entertaining. We choose to do it because there might be a chance of us winning some money that day. Right? All those factors are true. Are they right? No. They might be dangerous. Especially when you don't have money to risk like that. Yeah, when you have money to risk, that's fine. You're giving it a shot. You're trying your hand in something without letting it affect your life. But that's not the case for a lot of people that go. I'm sorry to say that is not the case for a lot of people. A lot of people, they really hurt when they do things like that. My case was that I was feeling that effect again. It had nothing to do with money, guys. It had nothing to do with money. It had nothing to do with losses or being even. It just was that feeling that I experienced that I didn't like. It was creeping up on me again, and I didn't like it. So I stopped. I reevaluated my whole situation. I watched the video that I posted yesterday, learn lesson video, the one with the panda machine. I reevaluated my situation. Like, hey, what am I doing, man? Do you want to go back to your old self? Is that what you want to do? All this time being responsible gambling, and then you want to go back to your old degenerate, like tilty self? The tiltiness didn't feel good at all. It didn't feel good at all. And then watching that video back really put things into perspective. You got to think about life, the big picture of life. There's always, things to improve on. It's not the end of the world, I like to call it. It's not the end of the world, guys. Things happen in life. It's not the end of the world. I have a slot channel now. I'm really appreciative of my slot channel. I'm really appreciative of the people that come and watch my videos. All you guys that comment, I love it. So what do I do with this? What do I do with this community that I'm building here? How do I harness this and make it better? I really like the fact that you guys come in and you guys talk about your lives. Some of you guys treat this channel as a therapy session. I love that. I love that fact. That's my number one thing. Combining that with a little bit of entertainment, my personality, jokes that I crack, the slot machine that I play, the pitfalls, combining all that stuff, live streams, these walk-in talks, trying to get healthy. Look at the video. Look at the video at the end of this one where I play that photography video for you guys. This video was posted 7 months ago on a photography forum that I made reviewing this camera. Look at, I'm heavier. That's how much progress I made with my health so far. Oh, look at this. I'm still love this house, man. I'm still in love with this house. Just beautiful. You see what I'm saying, guys? Anything is possible with a little bit of observation, a little bit of taking a step back, a little bit of healing, a little bit of knowing your wrongs, and studying what to do right. Anything is possible, right? I don't have to come here and walk. I might be feeling lazy, but I know that if I do this, number one, I'll be healthier. Number two, it's good for me. Number three, I'm getting out. I could veg out in front of the TV all day looking at things, Hopefully right now you guys are on a treadmill listening to me on this, or doing chores or whatever, doing something productive. That's what I want to inspire you guys to do, guys. I'm not perfect, like I said. That slot session yesterday, that was a low point for me. That wasn't me. But I wanted to showcase that because I feel like it is important for me to show the good sides and the bad sides of who I am. Only human, guys. Like I said, we're only human. We mess up. The important thing is to learn. So my slot approach is different. Card in, card out, I saw a difference. playing low bets, that's fine with me. That's fine with me, guys. I know I will never be the top slot channel here anyway. I know my place here. I'm not going for that top spot. I'm not trying to like make a lot of, trying to go for the top spot. Sorry, I'm going uphill, guys, so it's kind of hard. It's really steep. But I'm not trying to like be the number one slot channel. I know I'm not going to be. I need to really bet high for that. But that's not my goal. My goal is to build a community to talk about. Ooh, this is a big time grade. Look at this. Look at this, how uphill this is. My goal is to build a great community with great folks from all over the world talking about the things we love, which is slots, casinos, gambling, how to treat that as entertainment, not to go overboard, approach things a different way. Sure, we all love to win, guys. We all love to hit it big. How many times have I sat there betting my minimum bets, thinking, damn, if I only could bet bigger. How many times have I sat there looking at the guy next to me, right? Hitting that awesome bonus with a high bet in envy. Thinking that, damn, had I been a little more risk taking, I could have hit that. No, I couldn't have hit that. Could have lost bigger. I look at it that way, guys. I don't look at it as I could have made something. No, I could have lost bigger. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see things. That was a big climb. I'm gonna rest here for a little bit, talk to you guys a little bit here, and then we'll move on. The way I see it is, no, I could have lost more, not I could have won more. And that's the way you guys got to see it too. It's not a losing mentality. No, it's just a cautious mentality, guys. What do you think? Do you agree with me? It is a cautious mentality. I'm approaching slots in a cautious way. Sorry, I gotta catch my breath here because that was like a hill like this. So yeah, that's about it. I mean, I just wanted to get on here on this Walk and Talk episode number 7 and talk to you guys about what I experienced this past week. I wanted to share that in this video. I wanted to share this with you guys. My experiences, going from that disastrous session that pissed me off to knowing what happened and to kind of moving on from that and approaching the games a little different now. We all learn. We're always learning, guys. We don't know it all the time. We're always learning. We always mess up. That's the point. We always mess up in life. And we just learn from our mistakes. That's the thing here. So anyway, I'll go ahead and let you guys go. This was a very fun walk and talk. Fun that I was walking, but really heartbreaking that I had to see this like 11 months in, and knowing that this community has not fully healed. And will it ever heal? I don't know. So anyway, I'm gonna roll that video that I recorded, like I said, that I mentioned in the earlier part of this video. My photography in this area a couple of months in the disaster. You'll see a lot of debris. You'll see a lot of craziness, all right, that you don't see here. All you see is empty plots now. And we can all move on from where we're going, from what we're experiencing in gambling. Nothing compares to something like this, or like maybe losing a loved one. Man, that's even worse, because you can't bring that loved one back. You can bring these houses back. You can figure something out. These things can be replaced, no matter how special they are in families, but these things can be replaced. And but losing loved ones, that's the ultimate loss there. And anyway, all All right, we'll leave it at that before I get too crazy and emotional. Watch the video that I'm gonna play. All right, and we'll see you next time on the next Walk and Talk. Like, subscribe, and share. And let me know in the comments what you think of everything that I said here. All right, this, like I said, Eaton Canyon. It's crazy to see this 11 months after the disaster. So, can this been prevented? You know, a lot of people say a lot of things. I don't know. I'm not an expert on what happened, but all I can see is what happened, and the winds were crazy that night. Let me tell you, it's like a hurricane situation here. Southern California felt like a damn hurricane, tornado. The winds were crazy, guys. Never seen anything like that. Anyway, can we be more prepared? Sure, but you know, what do they call it? Armchair quarterbacking. The day after, you know, a lot of pointing fingers, a lot of could have done this, could have done that. Anyway, I'm rambling now. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Like, subscribe, and share. Go out, gamble responsibly, and have fun always, okay? Play minimum bets. It's okay. It's not a competition. I rather invest less and lose less versus hope for a big hit and lose more risking it. I'm done with that. I am very done with that. So anyway, I'll play the video, and we'll see you guys next time. All right? Thanks for watching. Well, this has been a crazy, hard 72 hours. First and foremost, I want to thank all you guys that are concerned. Either called me, texted me, emailed me, left comments. I'm doing great. I'm doing fine. Everything's fine over here. Yes, we are really close to the fires. We were really close to the Eaton fire, which is in the Altadena, Pasadena area. That's where I'm from. And, you know, this has been a very tough situation. It's been a very crazy, crazy time. Started Tuesday, and it's been all over the place. You know, we had to evacuate Tuesday night. Fortunately for us, and you know, I can't say the same for many others that I know personally, but for us in our block, thank God, thank goodness that we weren't affected. Our block is fine. But I can't say the same for houses that are a few blocks to the east of me, to the west of me. You know, whole neighborhoods burned to the ground. This has been something that I've never experienced in my life. And I don't wish this on anybody. It's an eye-opening event. It's a catastrophe. You know, it's like a war zone out there. You just got the National Guard in our city. Our city looks like a war zone. National Guard is deployed here in Altadena. It's amazing to see, guys. I never thought I'd see a day like this. National Guard. That's crazy. We had to evacuate Tuesday. Went to my in-laws. Slept the night. Then I went alone. I went back just to assess the damage. There's certain things that was going on, you know, in my mind. You know, am I going to lose everything? You know, you name it. You know, again, you're limited in what you can grab, what you can save. But the passports and the documents, you know, all that stuff, I grabbed, and we just left. We left, and I came back the next day by myself, and I took a drive around the neighborhood. All this footage that you see here, I shot. And these are homes right around where I'm at. You know, I know certain people that live in these homes. Not enough resources. There were homes being burned where no fire truck was around for miles. People left their cars on the road, and they just took off on foot. 10,000 to 13,000 homes and structures were destroyed. I think 10 or 12 people were killed. The guy's trying all that he could do over there. But it's crazy. I mean, you got this 3-4 homes burned down, and then on this side. Now, I want to just give my gratitude to the people on the front lines, the firefighters, the cops, the National Guard doing a great job. This is a sight you don't see every day. All the wheelchairs and hospital equipment. Apartment burned down. Altadena and Woodland. Dude, this is totally nuts, guys. Look at the washer and dryer. Fuck, messed up, bro. We got looters all over the place trying to take advantage of this situation. I mean, what kind of lowlife do you have to be to go into someone's, burnt out home and just steal? Hopefully people can wake up finally. We got celebrities on TV saying, oh, it's time, guys. Shaking their heads like this. Celebrities shaking their heads, saying it's time. Anyway, now you wake up. Paris Hilton saying, this is hell. This is hell. You got the news telling people to evacuate, but yet there's no real plan to evacuate these people. There was gridlock in Hollywood yesterday. You can't move. Gridlock. You tell people to evacuate, but where they're evacuating to? Classes canceled. A lot of schools were burned down in my area. What's going on, guys? Thank you for joining me in this video. The first idea of this video, when I thought of making it, I was figuring out what to shoot with this thing. The concept with an old DSLR APS-C Pro Body D2H. This video was tough to make for the reason being of what I ended up photographing. My area that I live in, my community, has been through a lot this year. I know people that had lost their homes. I know friends of mine that have been impacted by this crazy event, the Altadena, Pasadena area in Southern California. So that's exactly what I did. This video really is tough to make, but so what I'm about to show you was shot with this combo right here. And I'm going to do that while photographing tough images today. We can learn one thing from what has happened. Humanity is strong. When we band together as a community, we can move on, we can rebuild, and rebuild stronger than ever before. And that's what my community is doing. They're cleaning things up. It's so hard to see the devastation, a few months out. They're starting to do the cleanup now. I see a lot of trucks going past me. What our community went through, it's hard to recover from. I mean, just looking at this up close today and end of April. Just look at this, guys. That's a shelf. Look at these gas meters right here. This was a business. Just walking through all the soot and ash. Look, this was a bicycle. Melted, charred bicycle. Just look at this, guys. Look at these gas meters right here. Just walking through this thing. It's all devastation. There's no house, no car. Guys, it's just tough, it's tough to look at, street after street, block after block, just devastation. It's terrible. Of course, documented for history, for the young ones to know what happened here.